Here. Good to have you with us this evening. My name is Kim Crowther. I'm the corporate presenter. Pleasure to have you with us. I see we have many of you that are new or here for the first time. Welcome. We've got some exciting things to cover this evening. Have a special guest that'll be on with us that I hope you'll enjoy very much. And so give me a minute every once in a while. I have to keep letting people join in as we continue. Just one second here. Big announcement. This Saturday, as you all know, we have our normal business information training every Tuesday and Saturday at 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern. And this Saturday, we're going to have a special meeting. It'll be conducted and given by our U.S. CEO, Matt Ferk, and he's going to introduce or bring up to date the balance program to all of us. So I just want to make sure that you all know to make sure you're on. It's Saturday, 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 Eastern, same Zoom link that brought you on tonight. Matt will be conducting that meeting. I think you'll be really, really excited and pleased to be on that call. So I just want to make sure you know that before we go any further. Tonight, our agenda is to talk more about the Chamber project, the community project. If we get time, we will discuss the 30-day fast track news, support, and staying connected. But our agenda tonight primarily is the Chamber community project. Steve, could you unmute so we can invite you in?
I'm there.
You're there. Let's see. Everybody can now see you. Yes. Everyone, this is Steve Sunich. I've asked him to join with us tonight. For those that don't know Steve, I'll ask you, Steve, to maybe tell us a little bit about yourself. But oh my gosh, Steve has been a friend of mine for many, many, many years, and he is the reason I'm here tonight. He introduced me to this concept and this program. Then I had the privilege of already knowing Matt Ferk. And so I got to talk with Matt and have just been delighted ever since. But now that we're getting into this community project tonight, Steve, welcome. And you want to give them just a quick little update for those that don't know you about your experience with Lycanet Marketing in my world?
Sure. I know some of you have heard the story when Kim has told it, but I joined back in late 2018, grew to level 5, found out I had cancer, and I stopped everything, and COVID hit and my world just kind of wound down here and maybe everywhere. I don't even know. And truly just forgot about it until June of last year. And when the My World leadership called and said, hey, we're going to relaunch in July. And they said they were going to make Matt Ferk the CEO. I could not have been more thrilled. Matt is the one that introduced the program to me. And Matt and I, for years, have been trying to get some of this stuff that Matt's doing now done, because we could see that, at least in the US, it's a different world than a lot of the other, countries. And you cover this all the time, Kim, but when you take a country like Italy or England or wherever, and you look at it and say, okay, well, why did they grow and explode like they have? And you go, well, hey, you could take any one of those countries and fit it into a number of states in the United States. And we're trying to grow this enormous business, that is spread out way more than anything in Europe. And it's just been challenging. And we knew, when Matt and I were talking about this early on, we knew there were ways of doing it, but under the current structure, it wasn't possible. And so when the Chamber program got announced in December, I realized, okay, we can blow this up in the US if we go in, city by city, chamber by chamber, and we can get large groups of businesses and large numbers of shoppers all signed up in a community at one time. So to say the least, I could not be more thrilled. And I don't know, Matt's, just one of the smartest guys I've ever worked with, and have done multiple business, dealings with Matt, and I'm thrilled he's on board, and I'm thrilled My World was willing to bring Kim on, because we needed somebody with his professionalism to be the presenter here in the US. So
Well, thank you,
that's my
Steve. Didn't ask that last part. Always appreciate it. I just want to share with you, Steve and I have worked hours and hours on this community project, the Chamber project. And tonight, the reason that we're sharing with you is because we've had enough experience. We can tell you some things of what not to do, and certainly some things that we think are working out very, very well. And we hope this will save you a lot of time, make it easier for you, but more importantly, make you more successful. I mean, who wouldn't like a chamber in your organization? Who wouldn't like to have 4 or 5 in your organization? Obviously, all of you that are on tonight, congratulations. So we're going to try to make that a little easier for you and a lot more fun. Here's what we're going to cover tonight. If we have the time, we'll cover all these things. Our first objective, if we're doing chamber meetings, is to set up a live Zoom call with Kim Crowther, the community project manager, and yourself for a 15-minute presentation. Then we'll talk about how do you do that? What media do you use? Phone, text, email, personal visits. Steve is a world of information on it. He's tried so many things. Who to schedule it with in the chamber, whether you should be dealing with the top hierarchy in the chamber or the person who's in charge of memberships, et cetera. What to say to schedule the meeting. We'll give you an idea of different kinds of things that we found. What information is available to you to send versus what do we send? And I'm finding they may be 2 different things. And how to follow up from your initial presentation and getting the chamber under contract. We just had a chamber come under contract today for one of our Lycanet marketers. We're so excited for them. It's been a pleasure working with him. I'd like to do that with so many of you. So let's jump right in. Steve, please. This is you and I together. I'll share my thoughts, but I'm asking you for yours because you're the fount of wisdom, as I say. So setting up a live Zoom call. I'm just going to touch on this lightly, and it'll come up a little later. But what I've found in dealing with the chambers when it comes time let me back up. When we first meet with a chamber, when you schedule, whoever you schedule with, even if it's the CEO and the president, they're not going to be the final decision maker. In every case we've had so far, they still have to take it to their board. The board of directors is almost always made up of local merchants who are members of the Chamber of Commerce. And like anything, you're going to get a variety of people there. Some are very strong-minded and very much wanting to have their opinion noted. Some just go with whatever the flow. But what we found is the better information, the more we can do to educate the person who will be presenting it, either if we start with a membership, either the person is going to present it to the CEO or decision maker, or even if we present to the CEO, they still have to go to the board. And that's going to make sure you mute everyone if you would, please. But that's going to, be where we found actually doing this now, where our problem is that they don't have the information or they forget something. It's so easy for us. We talk about this all day long, but we've had chambers come back and say, well, now what about that $749 fee for our merchant members next year? And you're like, where did that come from? The presentation is clear. So the reason we bring this up is twofold. One is that nothing beats a live meeting. As we've talked in our trainings before, people buy you, not just your product. And if we try to do a meeting just through video, I have found the closing ratio is not as high. Part of it is it's so easy to say no to a video. It's so easy to say no with no relationship. There's no excitement. There's no feel of what's going on. I mean, I like to think our presentation is wonderful on video, but there's a human interaction here that still is critical to success. And if you want to be more successful, I'm going to suggest from my experience to this point, try to get a meeting where I can come in and make the presentation with you live the first time, rather than them watching the video off of the chamber landing page first. Now, Steve may have different opinions on this because he's had all kinds of experience, but mine has been we usually close a higher number and we're still going to take advantage of that landing page. So we're going to come back and talk about that more, but that's just the reason for it. Steve, you want to add anything on that before I move on?
No, what I want to really emphasize what you're saying. The videos are great and they couldn't be done better, but the live presentation that Kim does is so personal, and he develops a rapport with the whoever it is that's on the call, and that is so critical as you're starting to build the relationship with the chamber. We need to get rapport on there. And again, the videos are quick. They go through, they're doing 10 other things while they're listening to the video and not paying attention. But when you're on a call with them, a Zoom call, and they're on the camera, you can tell very quickly when they're nodding as you're talking about things, and you're showing them things on the screen. And Kim will tell you, we've had people on the call that were doing 10 other things on the Zoom call, not paying any attention until we got to the part that they could make 250,000 a year paid monthly. And then they almost fell out of their chair and couldn't give you any more of their attention. At that point, they were all over this. But, before that, it was you ho hum. They weren't really that interested. But Kim does an amazing job. And my strongest recommendation to everybody is say as little as you can, schedule a 15-minute meeting with whoever, whoever you're working with at the chamber, get a 15-minute meeting, get them on with Kim, get through that presentation, and then go to the next step.
Thank you, Steve. This part of the reason that Steve's so invaluable here is he's one of the first people to sign up chambers. The second one is he's helped his team unbelievably and set in with meetings, so a huge experience. Steve, I'm going to lean on you in this next one. What's the best way to schedule? I'm not sure there is a best way, but phone, text, email, personal visit. Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, definitely. I have strong opinions on this. I used to think that a personal visit was the best, and I don't anymore. The reason is if you go into a personal visit, they're going to ask you 1,000 questions. You're going to answer them. You're going to confuse everybody. And to get them on a 15-minute call after they've been confused is going to be very difficult. Absolutely, by far. My team has contacted over 800 chambers in the US. And we work regularly on strategies, what's working, what isn't working. What works the best is you call up and ask for the membership person at a chamber. And I'm sure everybody on the call knows the membership person's job is to sign up businesses in their area. And most of the chambers compensate their membership person every time they bring in a new business. So they're motivated to bring businesses in. When you call, if you use this exact wording, hi, I'm with My World. We're a 20-year-old multi-billion-dollar company. Could I talk to the membership person in your chamber? And that person gets on the phone. You repeat that and you say, we are interested in joining your chamber. We have a community project we would like to launch in your area. Could I schedule a 15-minute phone call with one of my management team to talk to you about this? Done. And if they start saying, what's it about? And this, that, you say, I'm just the person that sets up the appointments. This 15-minute call is there to answer all of your questions. So you're off the hook. You're not any kind of an expert on how to answer all of their questions. All you're doing is setting up the 15-minute meeting. Now, what I've trained my team to do is we have Kim's calendar open right when we're on that phone call. Now, the membership person, if they don't respond like this, it's 1 out of 100 that doesn't respond like this. Oh, really? You want to join our chamber? Holy cow. You mean I don't have to go out and beg you to join our chamber? You're calling me to join our chamber? I mean, they're just excited. Their job is to sign up people in their chamber. So now what they're saying is, well, is there time tomorrow at 3 o'clock that we could jump on a phone call, or whatever? And I look at Kim's calendar. You have to make an adjustment at the time zone. So if they're East Coast, Kim's, Mountain Time, you got to adjust 2 hours there. If they're saying, 3 o'clock, their time, it's going to be 1 o'clock Kim's time. So does he have an opening at 1 o'clock? If he does, I say, yeah, let me book that. If they doesn't, I'll go, okay, we don't have anything available at 1. Would 1:30 work? And you just figure out a time. It works for them, works for you, it works for Kim. And I know Kim covered this last week. but is when you're filling out his, whatever it's called, Calendarly, you want to make sure you put enough information on there that they know who you are and who the chamber is and all that stuff. But phone is by far the best way to do it.
You guys, this is gold. This is gold because you have no idea how many people have tried the others. We've had people who've taken days off of work and gone in to meet people personally. And I'm sure there's a knack for every one of these that could be perfected. But to get it from start to finish, like Steve just said, I'm just glad this is being recorded tonight. I love your verbiage, Steve. I love your thinking. I love part of the reason, you guys, I'm so excited with Steve coming on is because I want you to be successful. I want you to get your own chambers. I want you to have legs with chambers in them. Come on, we all want to be level what?
8.8.
8 or more. Yes. Okay.
8.8.
8.8. So that being the case, fastest way I know to get there is through chambers today, or one of the fastest. And so what Steve's saying is going to make it so you will. I mean, the very thing when he said, I'm just responsible to set the meeting. Now you don't have to worry about, do you remember everything? Do I know everything? What am I supposed to say? How do I answer this? Don't even worry about it. What's your objective? Schedule a meeting. That is your most important thing you can do to begin with. We're going to jump in and help you from there and then, come back to you when we're done. So thank you, Steve. That was just gold. I really, really appreciate what you just shared.
Hey, if it's okay, Kim, I want to just add one more thing. If by chance you get a person on the other end of the phone, and this is that 1 out of 100 that says, well, can you send me some more information or whatever? That's when you send an email, very short, put in the landing page link, and just explain to them, so you're going to go into that, Kim? Is that what you just showed us?
Yeah, I'm going to talk about that.
Perfect. I'll stop talking about it.
Well, no, I just don't want to ever make you forget what you were going to say. I wrote some little thing up. I like Steve's much better, but I'm going to read it to you because I want to point out the old statement, KISS, keep it simple, smarty. What do you say? Here's something that's another idea. Hi, this is Kim Crowther from My World. Our company's been in business for over 20 years. We're in 56 countries, have over 17 million members. We have a community project we'd like to share with you that will benefit your community, your members, and your chamber. We want to become a member of your chamber should we implement this program. We would like to share this with you in a short Zoom call. When is a good time for you? It's a similar approach to Steve's. You're not trying to sell them anything. You're almost making it sound like we're doing this with or without you. We'd love to be a part of you. And in essence, you guys, we are. So all I'm saying is let's keep it simple. We're not getting into all the details. We just want to schedule a meeting. And now when they say, well, who are you and what do? You say, well, what, let's just, I'm the one that just here to schedule the meeting. You can see, obviously it's amazing, and just schedule the meeting anytime that you can. What's available to send, what to do. Let's get into that. Again, Steve, my experience has been send the least amount possible, say the least amount possible, send the least amount possible to get the meeting happening. But let's show you the arsenal you have, and you can certainly use them if you need them because, if they're saying no, send them whatever you need to do to get the meeting. So let's get an example. What can we send? Well, we can send the teaser videos. Now, I know you've tried that, Steve, and what's been your experience with doing that versus just trying to make it without?
Well, again, the landing page, I love it because the 6-minute video that covers kind of the community project, I think is very well done. And you have the teaser videos, and I don't like using the term teaser videos. I like using intro videos, but you got the teaser video for the shoppers and for the businesses, for the merchants. And there's anywhere on there does it mention Lycanet or any of that. And I just really want to emphasize for everybody, when I was talking to Matt early on, and believe it or not, Matt and I were talking about bringing on chambers in 2019. And I actually had a chamber ready to come on board, and Matt informed me, sorry, we can't sign up chambers because they're a nonprofit. And I remember saying, well, is that not the stupidest thing I've ever heard? And anyways, the point is it wouldn't have probably worked well in 2019 because we didn't have the clear separation like we do now between My World and Lycanet. But yes, if you stay strictly with My World, it's not an MLM. Nobody's going to think, oh, hey, network marketing can't be involved with it. because it's not network marketing and it's not involved with the Lycanet side. And I think Desiree asked a question in the chat that I was looking at, that this program will work with other, programs other than chambers. And the answer is it absolutely will. But the easiest way to get a whole bunch of businesses at once is to go to a chamber. But yeah, this concept, and this is going to be announced over the course of the next couple of months. And I don't want to be a spoiler here, but this project will be available, and Matt will be making some announcements back in Georgia that will absolutely blow your mind. Other opportunities that we can use this exact same format with large organizations and whatnot. And so stay tuned for that, because I only know a little bit. I just heard a tiny little bit about it. And I said, oh, when can we talk about it? And he said, the announcement will be back in Georgia. So that'll be exciting.
All right, let's continue on. The shopper video, you all know what that is, the merchant video.
Hey, business owner.
So you know what those are. But Steve's referring to the chamber landing page. I know that about 3/4 of you weren't with me last week. So please make sure you jot down this URL. This is what, if you wish to share this with the chamber, this was created for the chambers of commerce. Specifically, it's myworldsproject.com. And we absolutely put this in their hands. However, I'm going to throw a thought out at you, Steve, and I'd love your opinion as you and I talk and learn together. When you do this, as Steve pointed out, it has the merchant intro video, the shopper intro video. It has a really well done 6-minute video that shows the basic presentation that I make live. However, it doesn't have any chance to ask questions. It doesn't have any chance to see their interaction. It doesn't have any chance for them to misunderstand something. If they get distracted, they feel no obligation to pay attention. They'll come back to it because it's a video. And my experience has been that I would much rather schedule that meeting without ever sending the landing page first, if at all possible. Another reason for that is what if they say they watch the video? All right, when we get up and follow up, what are we going to say? Because we know from experience that they missed, 60 to 80% of what is important, even if they watch the video. And yet I need to be able to go back in and talk about those highlights. So we're working on an overview that we can give with them in a summary that'll still let me go back and cover everything we would have covered in the video. But I'm just saying, for if it's possible, try to schedule that meeting without sending the landing page. Know that we will send the landing page once that meeting is over, and we'll actually get on live and show them what it is and how it works. Like, most of them don't even catch the frequently asked questions when we send the landing page, and they love that. That's one of the biggest things we get. We've had people go to their board and ask questions that were covered in the basic Q&A in the landing page of the for the chamber. So, here's what the bottom line is. If you need it, use it. That's what it's there for. At any time, I'd rather you erred on the side of sent too much and we had a meeting, that you didn't send enough and we didn't have a meeting. Everybody with me? In other words, don't feel like that just because this works best that you shouldn't do something. Get the meeting, get it going, and see, because our program is so good. I'm just sharing with you that I found it works better if we can do that. Your thoughts, Steve?
So I want to go back to where I started with all that. Like I said, this is for the 1%, the 1 out of 100 membership person that doesn't want to schedule a time immediately to get on the phone and do a 15-minute call so you'll join their chamber. It doesn't happen very often. And all I'm saying is, with that person, I would personally send this landing page to them with an email. I'm reading in the chat while Kim is talking, which kind of nice, because while one person's talking, the other person can be looking. And I'm seeing somebody saying, how important it is for the subject line in like any kind of a message is sent. It's absolutely critical. It needs to be pertinent and something when they see it, they don't just delete it. So, but that, and then, this video would only get used in the event you have a person that is saying they don't want to schedule a meeting, they want more information. Well, for me, I feel like that 6-minute video gives them a lot of information. And My team has tried, we've gone through this very systematically in the last, month since Matt, launched this program. And, some of us went out and tried just emailing, messages out and starting with emails and then hoping that we got a response and then following up with phone calls. That works, but not very well. It just gets lost in their email. They may watch it, they may not. I agree with Kim. It's better to have the live presentation first and then have the video, and you're doing it in the reversed order in that situation. So that, in my opinion, is not optimum. Without a doubt, what works the best, phone call, set up a meeting, do the meeting, and then go from there. It's just simple, it's easy, it's better than in-person meetings, and it's better than emails.
Thank you so much, Steve. But please always remember, the first goal is to set a meeting, whether if at all possible. So, let's see, we already talked about that. Trying to enroll from just videos and landing page, not nearly as successful. We discussed that already. Next one, how to follow up from initial presentation. I'll just give you what we're doing, then I'll let Steve share with you the real philosophy behind this. If a person, if we made the presentation live to them and we're following up, then that's really easy because we take copious notes and we know exactly what they've said, what their interests are, when the board's meeting, what they're going to, who the next level person is in the chamber. And we always try to, in the meeting, schedule another meeting. That's our first goal. Sometimes they'll say, we'll get back with you. So then instead of doing that, we'll say, well, that'd be great, but what date should we set where we reach out to you? Because we know you get kind of busy, et cetera. And we always make sure that we've got some kind of a content where we're going to be getting back, they're expecting it and they know we're going to talk with them. And then we really push hard how much we'll support them and help them and be there for them as they go. Like today, as I kind of quickly mentioned, we came on a live Zoom call with the board of directors. It was absolutely phenomenal. And we answered questions, went around the room with their board. And about an hour later, we got an email and said, here's our signed contract. We're so excited to join this program with you and be a part of this wonderful program. Well, we had the board met 3 times before they decided to do it, but we were live with them when it did. So again, we want to set up that if we can meet with them that first time, make them comfortable, then we have more chance to continue to meet with them as we go on. But we'll follow up. Now, as far as the hierarchy goes, remember, you're the Lycanet marketers. I'm the chamber project manager. I want every chamber in the country to sign up. I want you to succeed, but they're your chamber. They're your income for the rest of your life. So who's supposed to follow up? Well, it's your responsibility from start to finish. Will I follow up? Of course. But we're going to discuss that because, it always airs that it is your responsibility to follow up for the meetings. But obviously there'll be times when it's best for me to be the one, and we'll discuss that and no. But I just want to explain up front, this is your chamber. And we'll do everything that we can to make it happen. But, you gotta kind of be in line there and stay with them. So we'll follow up. Our best goal is to follow up with a Zoom call if we can. Steve?
No, absolutely. And Kim does a masterful job of trying to set up second meetings and getting that all going. But the absolute critical importance of the person continuing to follow up it can't be stressed enough. And I get people all the time that they say, yeah, I set a meeting, this, that, and everything else. Who's going to follow up? And I say, well, it's your chamber, it's your money, it's your, benefit. So make sure you're the one that's following up,
It's not hard. That's common sense. Not like it requires a lot of skills or anything. Just be willing to do a little work. If they see the video from the landing page, I just mentioned, Steve, I'll let you know too. I'm creating a special presentation that we use that when they have already seen the video, that we're still going to be able to cover everything in a roundabout way so that they don't feel like it's redundant, and yet we're able to cover those things. And I will say this on this next question, who's responsible to close the deal? Well, of course you are, but I got to tell you, I take it personal. I want every one of these chambers to sign up. I want every one of you, when you do the work to find a chamber, I want them to close. So even though you're responsible, I take it personal responsibility that they close with you. I'm going to go off base for just a minute, if you don't mind, Steve, and please stop me or interject if you think justly so. But I lay awake at nights worrying about these things. We've got chambers that they say we're excited, we're going to do this. They go to their board and come back and say we're not going to do it. And so I work on things on how we make sure that they don't ever get stranded in their board meeting, how we can be there, support them, give them help, give them information. Because when they have the information, I've never seen a board that says no. It just comes down to if there's questions that they don't have the answers to. So one of the things that I've prepared, and I used it today, actually on the chamber that within an hour signed up, is I'm going to use a little psychology here with you in sales. They say the two things that make people buy something or do something is either greed or fear. And psychologists tell us fear is a stronger driver than greed. And so we've been closing this on humanity, on the goodness for our community, our people, our merchants. You know, we love everybody, and this is a wonderful program. That's our whole presentation. And then the money of how much the chamber can make obviously will appeal to their financial needs and desires. But now I have created a little part here where we actually point out, now I need to share something with you. If they're hesitant, if their board is hesitant, if there's any kind of pushback at all from our presentation, then I'll use this. Now, I just want to share something with you, if you don't mind, because I don't want you to ever come back to me and say, well, why didn't you help me to realize that? This program's here to stay, and it is working with or without you and I. We've been in business 20 years, and then go through an overview. We have 17 million shoppers right now. We're in 56 countries. I said, whether you do this or not, your merchants are going to be contacted, and they're going to have the opportunity to be with the #1 customer loyalty program in the United States. But the impact is if you choose not to do this, your community will be okay because it didn't cost them anything. They just lose money. They'll never really know. But your merchants, please understand, you know, we're coming to chambers first. And I explain why if we get enough shoppers, enough merchants, why it just takes care of itself and grows. And that's why the chamber. Why we're willing to eat the $749 per person, because with our experience, we know when a community set up, it will work. And so I point out, if you don't, here's some of the problems. First of all, when we go out and contact your merchants, and should they find out that had you just signed up, they could have joined for free, and now it's going to cost them $749, they might be a little bit upset because all they're going to see is it didn't cost you anything, doesn't cost them anything, there's no risk, and now they're having to come up with $749 to join the program. Or I pointed out, if you have overlapping chambers, and I saw people on the committee go just like this, and they're a small community. And I said, if you have overlapping chambers, I said, imagine you're working with My World, you go out and contact a merchant. Are you going to want to tell them they have to join for $749 or they can join for free? Which would you do? And so if you can say to them, well, just know that members of this chamber, they automatically join for free. Otherwise, it's $749. Well, the minute I said that, you could see that just click bells with their membership, but also their CEO, because they realized that they could lose members or miss out on potential new members going to another chamber that actually serves. And you'd be surprised how many chambers overlap one another. And so I think some of these things, it's important for them to know that not only they're going to miss out on the revenue, but they're going to possibly have members mad at them, and they're going to also maybe lose members or lose out on potential merchants. And then one last thing while I'm on a roll, and then I'll get back on track here, Steve. This is why I love working with Steve Sunich. And this is so obvious, it'll make you crazy. Like I was talking with Joel the other day, and he pointed out, right, remind them they'll miss out on even money from Europe. And whenever you're in a chamber that has a lot of people from out of town, point out that when travelers from around the world come in, if they already have the app, they'll be looking for your merchants. If they don't, and they sign up when they go home, you know, this thing is huge in Europe. The merchants will be making money from these people in Europe and other countries in the world. But what Steve said that I shared with him today, I think is one of the most common sense, powerful things. And I end that little part where we put the fear into them on a very positive note. I say, but what's so cool about this is that you're dealing with a program that's ranked the #1 in the United States by Newsweek. And then you look at, you know, Walmart and Home Depot and Amazon and Whole Foods. You think probably the people that manage these companies are fairly professional and fairly successful. They're all our partners already. They've already joined. What can you say to that? Well, we have 200 members here in our little community. We need to check you out and make sure you're for real. Now, you know, Whole Foods has and Amazon has and Walmart has, but we need to do our due diligence. You've been around 20, you with me? Steve, I thank you for that. I just found that to be so powerful. So you guys, I'm just giving you ammunition. I'm just making you proud of what we do. We have a wonderful, wonderful program. Last one is getting it under contract. Again, my job is to stay with you until we get this baby under contract for sure. That's still your responsibility overall, but man, like I say, it's personal to me too. I'm going to stay with you and help you to get that contract in and signed up. And then we're not going to dump you. We're going to stay with you after that too. I hope you realize. And then we'll just talk about this last part. And then Steve, I just thought I'd cover again that Calendly thing, just quick enough to show them how to enroll, and then we'd be done.
Before
So
you do, can I just go back and just cover just two things?
that's why I'm saying is please take your time now.
Okay, so one of the questions I'm not 100% clear on, but we're talking about who's responsible for getting the contract done. And my understanding is that's corporate's job. My understanding is that corporate will send out a DocuSign. So our job is to give them the information. This is the name of the chamber. This is the name of the CEO. And this is who's, will be signing it. And here's his email, here's his phone, whatever. And we give that to corporate. And I don't know if it goes through you, Kim, or who it goes through. It may go through Matthew Swanson or somebody else. But bottom line is then they'll send out a DocuSign and they get signed up. Deborah asked a really good question a minute ago. She said she has a chamber that's ready to go, but wants to know when the contract is going to be done. I know you covered this last week, but if you go to the landing page, you go to the frequently asked questions, you go to the very end of it, that's where the contract is. We have had several chambers print that out, sign it, and send it in. So, because they were so excited to get in, we didn't even send them the DocuSign. They just printed the contract at the end of the Q&A and printed it, signed it, and sent it in. Then Matt signed it, and they were signed up. But the appropriate way to do it is they would get a DocuSign, and it's all done electronically.
Yeah, thank you very much, Steve. I know today's they shocked us. They just found it, printed it out, signed it, and sent it in.
Yeah.
And so we don't look a gift horse in the teeth, if you will. But yeah, that's practically the proper way to do that. And then we just want to clarify the last thing is once your chamber has enrolled, like they asked us today, they said, now what happens afterwards? And who's responsible for what and how does it work? Let me just share with you, and please interject. But our objective here with the chamber is that they, in a meeting with all of their members, introduce our program, let them know what it is, how it works, with the basic information, which we can come on and be happy to do and encourage, if possible, to do that through a Zoom and present to them or be in the wings and able to answer. I've done that before. I've just been on a Zoom call waiting, and if the board needed me, the chamber needed me, they came on, and they did. But they'll present it to them, and then they're going to let them know that they think this is a reputable idea, that they endorse it, and that they ought to consider it seriously. And then they're going to give us their members' information, their contact information, so that we can reach out. The one thing that I strongly would want each chamber to do would be to just do a letter that they would give to you, the Like It marketer, that you can walk in and just show it to them and say, this is from the chamber introducing us. As you remember, we talked about this My World program. I'm here representing that program, so that they know you're a legitimate representative. And then I'm creating a little bit of information that you can have in a little booklet that you could actually open up and go through if you need to. Don't use it at all if you don't, but we'll have support information for you on that too. So I just want you to know that, yes, it's your responsibility to sign up these merchants. Steve is working very hard on coming up with ways to help us if we don't have someone in the area, or if we have more chambers than we can handle, how to find Like It marketers to help with that. But just know we'll stay with you. We're going to produce information and make it helpful and easier for you to enroll these members and all the steps that are involved. It's not like, see you, you're done. We're still going to be hanging in there with you. Real quick, anything else, Steve?
The only thing I was going to add to that is that one of the things that's a requirement is we have to have a local marketer in Lycanet, active marketer in Lycanet, in the area where the chamber is signing up. And so there is local support for the chamber. But the real money is going to be made. I mean, signing up a chamber is huge. And the opportunity to make a lot of money signing up chambers is awesome. But if you look at what's going to happen when My World comes in and they start advertising and they start, propping up. Everybody starts hearing the name My World, My World, My World. The ability to go in and sign up other businesses that are not part of the chamber is going to be super low hanging fruit, because when all the other businesses here, well, all of the chamber businesses are signing up and the community is coming involved in this program, and you can offer them a way that they can sign up for free, just like if they were in the chamber, but you're doing it with a merchant code. You're going to be able to get a whole bunch of local businesses. And if you're signing each one of those up individually, each one of those becomes a leg. I mean, the nice part about it, you go sign up a chamber, they sign up 500 businesses, and they sign up 5 or 10,000 shoppers. Hey, you got one great leg. And if you go get 2 more of those, hey, you're going to be level 5, level 6, whatever you're going to be, depending on how big the chambers are. But you got to remember, every one of those chambers that get signed up, there's going to be a whole slew of businesses that are going to be waiting for somebody to walk in or call them or do something and say, hey, we got this community project coming. You need to join it and become part of it. And you can create endless numbers of legs. And again, if you do that properly, you could have one chamber and 10 businesses, and you're still going to be level 5 or 6.
This will be ongoing training, you guys. We've covered probably as much as we can regurgitate for tonight. Let me just quickly do the detail on how to schedule your meetings with the chambers with us. And then we have a special guest that'll be on in just 1 second. Steve, thank you so very much.
Yeah, I'm going to mute.
All right, everybody, if you watched this, I hope you jotted that down. When you want to schedule a meeting with me, with your chambers, that's how simple it is. You just use that URL, put it in your browser, hit it, click where it says 30-minute chamber meeting. You can see right over here, choose the day that you would like the meeting to be, click. It'll tell you the times that we have available for you to schedule your meeting. So you can just make sure you choose what works and on that day. Then it'll take you to this information. It's going to ask you for the name. That is going to be the chamber contact that's going to receive this email. That's critical that it's to them. So it's their email, their name, and their phone number would be their personal or the chamber phone number. Now, when you see add guests, this is critical. This is where you're going to invite yourself. If you don't fill that out, you're not going to get invited. So make sure that you put in there your email address and anyone else you wish to invite to the meeting, because that's where they're going to get notified. Otherwise, I won't know who set it up. I'll be on that meeting all by myself and won't know who to contact and let know. Purpose of the meeting, something simple, because this information will be available on the email that your chamber gets. So don't say, between you and I, Kim, we're going to, this person's a real, you're just going to put in there something like present My World Chamber Project or something clean like that, or Zoom call, or just leave it blank if you'd like. But how many people will be in attendance? You can fill that out. Should you have questions to these things, because I haven't had time to answer your chats, thanks, Steve, for doing that. Here's my contact information. And now, rather than going into any other things that I would cover ordinarily in a Thursday night, Matt, if you are with us, is now a good time for you to join with us before I go into a next section?
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, sir. Good to have you with us.
You guys are I'm so excited by what's going on, and thank you everybody for joining this call, and thank you for Kim and Steve to doing this amazing workshop. I would just like to add a couple of things about the community project, and also a couple of things what is going on right now in the company. Most of you know that I took over the position as the CEO of My World in US now 6 months ago. And I think we can all be proud of what we achieved in the last 6 months, from where we have gone, from extremely difficult registration process for an app that was not easy to use, from basically being on a standstill in US and have no growth, no prospects to get something done. And now I think we are at the point that in the next 6 months we will have a couple of presidents in the US. And I would like to, talk a little bit about the chamber project or community project. The important thing is that what we have seen now, and sorry, I was not on this call from the beginning, so I don't know if Stephen Kim mentioned it, but in couple of chambers that we did the contracts with, the chamber presidents actually contacted the mayors of the city. They contacted the development, city business development department. And now mayors are on board, city business development partner are on board. So you will see that most of the time this project will go completely out of proportion where you register a chamber. A month or 2 months later, you will have the city supporting that. You will have radio ads. You will have local newspapers. We even have a chamber or a mayor who said that they would like to provide information about this project on a monthly bills for every citizen of that area. So when you pay your electricity, power, phone bills and everything, our project will be on it. So that's how exciting people are getting about this. And there's a good reason for it, because, why not? It supports everybody in the community. We help the merchant, we help the chambers to grow their membership, to make their merchants happy, to get a new revenue stream. We help the end consumer. But one thing that many people are missing, so the chamber and the city and so on, and this community project, this is just something that will open the doors for you marketers to go there and register the rest of the population and the rest of the merchants in that area. So if I do an example, so let's say we go in a city that has 1,000 merchants, okay? A small city has 1,000 merchants. Probably about 200 of them is what we can register through the chamber because they're a member. But that means there are 800 merchants left. And that's why we need marketers in that area. So once we register these 200 merchants, once the advertising is out on radio stations and so on, the brand My World gets heard from everybody in that area, in that city. And then it's your turn as a marketer to go to the other 800 merchants and explain them, hey, you heard about My World for sure. It's on TV, radio, blah, blah, blah. Chamber is in, the city is in, the mayor is in. So you can join here and profit from it. And will be also super easy for you marketers to register local marketers, because you will need a bunch of local marketers in that area. But when you have a project that is known in that area, it will be super easy to get a marketer. And you will tell that marketer, hey, you have still 500 merchants in these 5 miles, and you are local here. You can go around to register them. And then when that area is taken, when a city is taken, then these local marketers will start increasing to a neighbor city, neighbor city, neighbor city. And this will explode in all the levels. Not just in getting merchants, not just in getting customers, but of course also in creating a huge like-on-it boom, huge like-on-it marketers who will be super, super happy. And of course, for that, you guys will need a bunch of merchant codes. Okay? So some of you complained, oh, I have 200 merchant codes. What should I do with them? I promise you right now, in 3 months, you will complain, Matt, how can I get more merchant codes? That's what you will complain. That will be your only complaint. Okay, because you will run out very, very fast. So I think that this project is amazing, but to this project, okay, are coming 5 additional segments that will make a city explode. You will own the city. You will not make money just on shopping when people shop at stores. You will also make money every time any merchant spend any money. You will make money on every bill they pay. You will make money on everything what you can imagine. But for that, I see you in Georgia, okay? So I can tell you also something else, that who will not be in Georgia will miss out dramatically. First of all, and one thing is that I can tell you, all of you have MSP Points Asia, correct? And you know that MSP Points Asia, if they're not activated, don't mean anything. And we have many not active marketers who have MSP Points Asia, but they don't have shopping community. They don't spend money, so they're not activating their MSP Points Asia. The event in March is the only event that you will have where your your entire MSP Points Asia that you have will be activated. So if you are on that event, all of your MSP Points Asia will be counted, and which means that you will be able to change them into shares, okay? So, and many other really exciting news, of course, and of course also Hubert Freidel will be there. You know, if you want to see the founder, if you want to meet him, he will spend all 3 days there with us. So I really expect that everybody on this call and hundreds of your friends will be on that event, March 8 to 10. As you know, we have created an amazing deal. There's no way that you can alone get a 3 days vacation in a 4-star resort, including taxes, transportation, food, drinks, 2 parties, all the fees, all the gratuity and everything for $949. It's impossible. So we are actually losing big money on this event, but we created it so cheap because we really want that there are 330 people there. That's how much place we have. Okay, so 330 people. Plus, as you know, if you come to that event, if you buy a ticket, you also get MSP Points Asia. You also get merchant codes, which, believe me, you will need every single one you can get, and career points. So that's something really important. So if who doesn't have a tickets yet, please work on it. Now, there is one thing that you can do. If you cannot pay the ticket in one time, you still have the option to pay it in basically 3 monthly payments. You can pay one part now in January, part in February, and then it's just important that the third part, it's paid before March 8th. Okay, so to help everybody out to get this done. I would like to just show you a small, tiny part of the new things that started January 8th. You know, some of you already seen something, some of you didn't. I will actually be in St. George in Utah on January 20th on the event. And then in California, sorry, just the light has gone out here. Just 1 second, please. Okay, and then on the next event in California on the 21st, I hope that everybody who is, you know, close to St. George, Utah will be there, or anybody who is close to the event in California will be there. Both events, I just want to make sure, will be done in 3 parts. The first part is a business info. So when everybody comes in, I suggest you to get as many new people as possible. Even if they have never heard about this program, we will do a business info first, okay? And then after the business info, we will have the Like on It workshop with all of these new things. And the last part will be the balance program, okay? The balance program is the most amazing thing. And believe me, guys, I was fighting almost month and a half, 2 months with Europe to get the balance program back. I created a system how to do it. That this makes sense, but for the old members here, you guys know what balance program did for us, correct? The new ones, you don't. But once you do it, you will never think about doing anything in your life except Like on It and focus on balance program. And we will actually have this Saturday, so at 8 p.m. when Kim has normally a presentation. Unfortunately, we will take his time away. I will actually host the event just for the balance program. So I will explain the balance program. So please make sure you're there. It's the same link as today, and bring everybody, you know, that was ever involved into this program. All the old members, whoever you have, they need to hear, because the balance program is back. Okay. So now, one thing that I would also like to, I'm not sure that everybody understands how big is the new registration process for shoppers, merchants, and marketers. And I have tested, you know, as you guys probably know, all of these programs were designed here from us, and then together with Europe, with their programmers and so on, we got it implemented and done. There are still mistakes inside. There are still videos inside that are not for US market, and we are working on new ones. In the next 7 days, you will probably see all already done as it should be done with US videos. Also, one thing at this point, you can share the links through WhatsApp and I don't know what's the other app. Sorry, yeah, I forgot. It doesn't matter. But okay, only through 2 apps. Telegram. Just to let you know, this is just a temporary. We are working on solutions that you will be able to send is through any social media channel, through text messages, through emails. So don't worry about that. It's just, you know, work in process. It's just too much. to get done. So I would just like to share the PowerPoint with you and just go through the registration process of merchants, shoppers, and marketers. So just that you will understand how super easy this is now and how much sense it makes, okay? Because that's for me one of the biggest deals that we achieved, and I'm so proud we got this done and can't wait on the results of this project. So partner recommendation. So first of all, you know, before you needed to explain a person everything, go to a business, talk with him and so on. Now it's super simple. All you do is send that partner a link. And I hope that everybody here on this call today has already updated your Lyconet app. If you didn't, please do that, okay? Update your Lyconet app. And when you share the link on your Lyconet app, you have 3 links there. One is for merchants, one is for shoppers, and one is for marketers. So if you click on the one for partners, that's what that person will get. And it's actually a video on top. He could click and watch the video, and it explains him basics. And he can always click. You see all over it says register for free, register for free, register for free. So he just clicks there and registers for free. What happens then? So he has the option to register and to get more information. But if he clicks
Do you want to increase your revenue by 30%? Welcome to My World, the world's leading benefit program. Hundreds of thousands of local partners have already joined My World and make more money every year. And you can do the same. How? It's super easy. Partner up with My World and your business will immediately benefit from our regional and global customer pool and incredible marketing power. We offer a fair and transparent partnership. What does this mean? At My World, you only pay a small percentage when our customers shop at your business. Most of this percentage goes straight back to the My World customer in the form of cashback and shopping points. And every day, our millions of customers are actively looking to shop at My World partners. Why? Because only there they get cashback and shopping points. Our customers automatically generate millions in revenue for our partners. So let us promote your business and send these customers your way. So become a My World partner now and get more revenue without any effort.
So this is now the video that was created in Europe. We are changing this video for you as we want to really focus on explaining merchants here that they're making money when their customer shops in other stores. As you can see in this European video, that's not even mentioned. But the entire point is this is where we are so unique. You know, there are millions of reward programs out there. So many reward programs offer to a merchant, hey, you know, we will advertise you, we will try to send you new customers. That's nothing special. But when you tell a merchant, hey, we are the reward program where you will get paid when your customer shops in other stores, and we are already #1 reward program in US, that's a different story. So this will be a different video, but I just want to show you the system, how it works. So when the merchant actually says, okay, let me register, the registration is super simple. So he clicks register now, and this form pops up where you can see there is a promo code on the top and who provided the promo code. If you send this as a link from your phone, that's not there because your ID and the promo code that you can register the merchant for free, it's already implemented. So it's not even there. So that's when you send that link from your phone, no, it will not say who referred you. It will not be any codes. He's automatically under you. And that person, the only thing what he needs to enter on the first page is first name, last name, date of birth, and email, and phone number. And then just click verify data, which means he receives a text message with a 6-digit code to confirm his phone. And when he does that, so that's the code he receives. Okay, he enters this code. And then there's missing here a part, unfortunately, sorry. There is a second page where the only thing what he enters is the business name, business address, and business email, and choose the category, and he's done, which means the entire registration process is done in 1 minute. You guys, especially the older members here, understand what kind of process was to register a merchant. And I you know, if we ask Steve here, he registered tens and tens of them. And I think, Steve, we had like 2, 3, 4, 5 days sometimes to process everything what needed to be processed to register a merchant. Now, this is 1 minute process. The moment when he does that, the contract shows up on his phone, and with his finger, he signs his contract, and it's done. And he's already up. He's already on the app. Okay? On the app in 1 minute. Isn't that amazing? And then he gets an email saying, upload your logo. This will also change. We are working still on creating a new back office for a merchant where it will say here, click here to complete your registration, but he will already be online. And when he will click there, it will ask him to upload logo, put in, business hours and things like that. Okay, upload a sample of receipt, start registering customers. So we are still working on that part in the background. But for now, when he clicks there, register, upload your logo, it already gives him to the old version of the back office. And the moment he is up, every customer in his area receives a push notification for the new merchant. So imagine you just register a merchant this second, and 1 second later, all of the customers who are around that merchant right now already know that this new merchant joined. Isn't that amazing? This is an amazing, amazing improvement from where we were before. Now, if we go to the customer registration, I'm sure you guys remember the nightmare of customer registration, and I will repeat why this is a nightmare. So you sent a link from your phone to the customer. He clicked on that link. It asked him to register. He had no clue for what he's registering. Okay, ask him to register. If he clicked register with Facebook, then it tells him confirm your email. What if his email was not correct in his Facebook account? Half of the people have fake emails and have Facebook account. He was done. He couldn't register. Then if he did that, he needed to figure out that he needs to download the app, which he didn't know which one. So he knew it's My World. So if he clicks My World, there's 7 different apps. Which one is the correct one? So it's a lottery to get that done. And of course, if he didn't confirm that email and create a password, he couldn't log in. So, and then he logged in and he looked at the app that he doesn't know what that is. He had no clue what that app is. Now, this makes sense, customer registration. When you send a link from your back office, the customer receives a video with a short explanation what this is. So there's nothing that you need to explain to that customer. And it just says, get the app for free. That's it. And if he clicks get the app for free, what happens then?
Do you want to get money back with every purchase and save 1,000 euro each year? Welcome to my world, where millions of happy customers in over 50 countries are getting cash back every day. And you can be one of them. You want to get cash back when shopping online, getting new clothes, dining in a nearby restaurant, or even booking your next holiday. Shop at local and online partners with over 100 million products and get up to 25% cash back straight to your wallet. Just think about it. Get 1,000 euro cash back just through your daily purchases. Register now for free.
So also this video we are changing. We don't want to tell people get up to get $1,000 a year, because on one side that could be much. On one side, for some people that's not much. Depends how you shop. So we want to reward this and get this done differently. So all of this is done in European version. Also the get 30% new sales. Nobody can tell you that you will have 30% more business. Based on what? So that's not how we want to advertise it in the US. So these things will change. And then, of course, when he clicks on that button, download the app, okay, what happens instead going through Facebook or whatever, it automatically opens up in his App Store or Apple Store, whatever he uses, or Play Store, clicks open, and the app downloads automatically to his account. And now he can click here, register or log in. And when he clicks register, the system automatically knows that this was sent from you, which means when he registers, he can choose Google, Facebook, or Apple, or enter his information, allow push notification, allow location. The app automatically knows that this was done by you. So super simple, 5 seconds registration for a shopper. And when he is in, he actually gets a welcome video and a welcome newsletter.
Welcome to my world. Start getting cash back and shopping points with every purchase. Search for products or online partners, make a purchase and get your benefits. Shop at local partners, take a picture of your invoice and get your cashback and shopping points right away. And the best part, all your shopping points turn into real money with cashback deals. One shopping point is €1. And as a special welcome present, we have already given you your first 15 shopping points. So turn these shopping points into €15 right now.
So it's very, very simple, explains everything to the shopper. Now, when he has the app, he has also the option to learn on the app many things. And the big thing that is coming is that this shopper will start receiving push notifications. So let's say you will walk into a barber shop. You will get a push notification in your phone saying, hey, don't forget to scan your receipt at this barber shop. This is our partner. Or you will walk to Walmart and will tell you, hey, don't forget to purchase an e-gift card and get your benefits. And if you will click on that notification, will automatically open up the page where you purchase the gift card for Walmart or for the store that you are in. So amazing, amazing, amazing updates. I saw there are questions in the chat saying that it goes now to WhatsApp or Telegram. As I said before, in today works only on WhatsApp and Telegram. Through the next days and weeks, everything will be available. You will be able to share these links through every single channel. Okay, so I hope that you guys understand how amazing this is, how super easy this is. And now imagine a business owner. A business owner will register in a minute. Okay, then he will put QR codes on his business, and now his customers will be able to register with scanning the QR code in a second. And these customers will actually know what this app means. And the app will remind them every time they walk next to a store that it's our partner, that they can save money there. Can you imagine the difference, how much career points for us, for marketers, this will create? It's like a night and day as what we did before, okay? So we are also implementing the support. Now, we always had that issue about the support, how to do a good support. So we are creating, her name is Maiko, or M, we call her M in the company. We know her personally, so we call her M. You guys need to call her Maiko, okay? So Maiko is a chatbot that is learning every day, okay? Maiko knows at this point about 20% of our business. The goal of Maiko is to know 99% of our business. And then if that 1% that Maiko will not be able to answer, it will redirect the customer to our support agent. So that will be actually a 24/7 live support and chat support, not just for the shoppers, but also for Lyconet marketers and also for merchants, okay? Everybody will have Maiko to talk with. She's a nice girl, yeah. So then let's go, of course, to the marketer registration. And for us, this is probably the most important part. So you can share the link for the Lyconet registration, and this will be amazing, because now when you share a link, this is the message the person gets, you know, hey, do you have 30 seconds, check out this video and find out how to get paid on things you're doing anyway, okay? And the videos that I will show you now will be replaced. Again, I'm just showing you the concept, okay? That concept works today, you can send it today, but the videos will be replaced. So,
hello and welcome. Getting a €1,000 for things you are doing every day, like making your daily purchases, streaming your favorite series, watching TV, or even if you are sitting in front of your computer, and getting paid every time. Do I have your attention now? Because it gets even better. By doing these daily things, millions of people are already getting €1,000 or more. Does this sound too good to be true? Then let us make it even better. All these benefits are completely free for you. You want to know how you get your €1,000 or more? Then give me 2 more minutes of your time. I will show you step by step how you get paid every day for things you are doing anyway.
So guys, so this video is the basics, and then the person types in first name, last name, and email. Now, also, if that person never registers, what will happen when he will go to his Facebook account, he will see the ad of Lyconet. You know, you guys try something at home, try to talk on your phone or just talk and have your phone on your table. Hey, I want to buy a new BMW. You will see that 2 days later, you will see ads for BMW on your Facebook account or Twitter and so on. So the same thing is here. Whoever will enter this information, we have now connections in the background that will start showing ads of Lyconet in all of his social media. And if he clicks on that social media and get registered there, he will still be under you, because when he entered this information, we connected that person directly to you. Can you imagine how far we have come in 6 months? Incredible. And then the system will start teaching him automatically. And again, the videos here are not good for US market, but it's just the concept. So somebody entered that information, then he gets big.
Hey, welcome back. You've been missed. We were so looking forward to your success. We've got some exciting news for you. Lyconet has undergone a transformation, and we're here to guide you through it. Click on the button and let's get started now.
Welcome to my world. Get your €1,000 cashback every year. With your free My World app, you get paid for your daily purchases. It doesn't matter if you shop online, fill up your car, book your next holiday or buy groceries, the My World app shows businesses in your area where you get money. Online and offline in over 50 countries. But where does the money come from? It is very simple. My World connects businesses with millions of customers. And as a thank you, these businesses then pay money back to My World, which, in turn, is given to the customers. More customers, more benefits. And this is where Lyconet comes into play. Lyconet's business is to promote My World benefits to customers all over the world. Together with Lyconet, you can earn money on the world's purchases. This is your chance. You have the opportunity to help My World to grow just by sharing a link. For making other people happy, you earn a percentage on every purchase and get a bonus of around €1,000 a month. Just register now for free and start earning money today.
So it's a step-by-step that is teaching the marketer everything. And when this happens, you get notification, hey, that guy just registered, okay? And you can see how many links you have sent out. You can see how many of these people have actually watched the video, have actually typed in their basic information, have registered as a free marketer, everything on your new app. You can see every single detail what is going on your new Lyconet app. And this is how the registration, sorry, it's in German here. That's the marketer registration, what he needs to fill out. And that's it, he's registered. So he confirms terms and conditions. And also terms and conditions for cashback, so that he's also a shopper, so that he can use both, creates username and password here, and it automatically downloads the app on his phone. And he's now a Lyconet marketer with the app on his phone. And after that, the system start training him. The system trains him on, does all the workshops. So there are about, I think about 20 different workshops that we are creating that the system will do for us. So when you send somebody a link, that person will become professional without ever talking with you. And it doesn't matter in which country he is, because he will get it always in his language. It's amazing what's going on.
Congratulations and welcome to Lyconet. You are now ready to earn around €1,000 a month by helping My World to grow. Let me show you how. As you know, more customers mean more benefits for you. So think of 3 people you want to make happy with up to €1,000 cashback. People who are doing the daily purchase for their families, who like to shop online or going on vacation. The My World app is their perfect tool. And you earn money on every purchase they make. As you know, Lyconet marketers help My World to connect businesses with millions of customers. And as a thank you, These businesses then pay money back to My World, which in turn is given to the customers as well as the marketers who made this possible. This is your marketing bonus. So send out your personalized My World link to 3 people so they can register for free to get up to €1,000 a year for the things they are doing anyway. And you earn around €1,000 a month. Just click on the button or shake your phone, select your contacts, and share this amazing opportunity. So, start earning money today. Share your first 3 My World links right now.
So as you can see, the system teaches you what to do first. Register 3 shoppers. And then when you do that, when you register the first shopper, then the new video pops up.
Congratulations! You have just laid the foundation for earning around €1,000 a month by sending out your first customer links. Every purchase your happy customers make means money in your pocket. If you want to earn your €1,000 even faster, you can help My World grow even bigger. Just think of 3 people who are like you, who also want to earn around €1,000 a month by making others happy with cashback. You and Lycanet make this possible for them. And that means you earn even more money. As you know, Lycanet marketers help My World to grow. My World connects businesses with millions of customers. And as a thank you, these businesses then pay money back to My World, which, in turn, is given to the customers as well as the marketers who made this possible. The more marketers you share this opportunity with, the more money for you. Send out your personalized Lycanet link to 3 people so they can register for free to earn around €1,000 a month. Just click on the button or shake your phone, select your contacts, and share this amazing opportunity. So, make even more money. Share your first 3 Lycanet links right now.
So again, it goes step by step, and it teaches the new people everything what they need to know. So, and this is just the start. There are all the workshops behind the entire presentations, explaining them the shopping point packs, explaining them the one-time pack, everything step by step. The system will teach everybody everything. Guys, the next big thing is, as you know, My World Media. And I really want that we get media running in a couple of states in US already this year. So we were able to, I spoke with Hubert for a long time, and he was so good to approve something amazing that we do not need to have 0.25% of power keys in the entire nation to get media box here. But when we have 0.25% of the population media case in a state, we can get media box running in that state. And I can tell you right now, there is California, there is Utah, there is Tennessee, there's probably Florida, Texas, that will have this absolutely this year. So an amazing part of our business. But of course, if you ask me, one of the biggest part is the New Balance program. And this is something that you will learn on Saturday. So please don't forget to be on the call on Saturday. So I'm sorry I was pretty long, but I hope it gives you a little bit more understanding where we are going. I can also tell you that it's amazingly how we work now together with Europe and with Hubert on the calls all the time, and we are doing these things, and I'm so proud and so happy on everything what's going on. And thank you for sticking here through all of these hard years that we had. And now will pay off for everybody. No, there is no reason for one person not to be in a very, very high career level this year. Just take the opportunity of the community project, opportunity of the balance program, which will go through the elite club. So basically, elite club will be an extremely important part of your business now, and we will explain this on Saturday. And of course, guys, let's make an extremely welcome for Hubert in March, which what I mean with that, we cannot have one free seat. So there are 330 seats available. We need to make sure that we have 330 people there, okay? We need to make sure that. And that would really mean much to me to fulfill my promise to Huber that we are capable to, in such a short time, to create such an amazing comeback in this country, okay? So yeah, so that would be all for me. I will see you all on Saturday, and I would give the word back to Kim. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Matt. Gosh, I get so excited over here. I was squirming around in my chair. That's just amazing. I can't wait to hear you on Saturday, everybody. This will conclude our meeting for tonight. I will look forward to seeing you Saturday, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 Eastern. Same Zoom link that got you here. Tell everybody. Let's have them there. You're going to be so excited to see what you learn. Look forward to seeing you there. Thank you for being here tonight.
Thank you, Kim and Steve. Thank you, everybody.